All right, Jordan, so here's the deal, man. So here, stand over here for me, please, so you have a decent view. Okay. So, first of all, the downhill lie, right? Now, the most important thing, you have to get tilted with the hill, right? Almost as if you're on, like, a normal lie. For example, if I take, like, a drink, let's say, or if I had a G.I. Joe, see how it's the same as the slope, right? It just adjusted itself. It's even with the slope now, right? We're trying to do that idea with ourselves, right? So if on a flat lie, I'm standing like this, then obviously when I get on a sloped lie, now I'm tilted with the hill, right? You with me?
Yeah.
By tilting with the hill, what's that going to do? That's going to make it so as I swing, where's the bottom part of my swing going to happen?
Front still.
Over here.
Yeah.
The more I lean to my right, what's happening now? The club's ascending, right? So we have to figure out how much to tilt forward. Well, how do you figure that out? Well, you want to make a practice swing and see where your club bottoms on the ground. So let's see. Oop, I'm too far back. Look, see where I'm hitting? Now I'm going to lean more to my left. Okay, look, see where that is? I'm hitting the grass just to the target side of the ball. Okay, I'm going to stay like that, and now swing. And then I knew I would hit the ball first. Because I knew that the bottom of my swing was going to have where? Just on the target side of the ball, because of how I set my spinal tilt. Now, if you would stand in front of the TV for just a second, please. I'm going to replay this and then explain the other way. So what I did here is I used the practice swing to figure out my tilt, and then I actually stayed that way. I stayed in the tilt that I had figured out as I was walking over to the ball. I tried to stay that way. So that way then I already knew what tilt I had to be in. You see this? And why am I staying tilted that way is because then what? Then the club will be descending till when? Till I go through. The club's going to be on its way down here, right? And it's going to bottom where? There. That was the bottom of the arc, which is just in front of where the ball is, right? Now, you must do this on all slopes, okay? So in an uphill lie, let me flip it around real quick. Stand back. Does the trick. All right. Now I have an uphill lie, right? Well, some people are like, oh, well, yeah, of course, lean with the hill. Well, guess what? On an uphill, you're vulnerable to fall down the hill. Many players, they lean with the hill, and then what? They fall while they're swinging. So in an uphill lie, what you actually have to do is, again, I use a little practice swing usually to kind of see, okay, where am I going to hit, right? And if I'm hitting back here, okay, that's too far left. I'm leaning too far right because I'm hitting behind it. So again, I have to figure out, okay, where am I now? Now that's nice. If I lean too much this way, I'm going to be chopping into the hill. That's not it. I need to be brushing slightly down, right? So on this one, we'll figure out my tilt. I'm going to stay like that. With these shots, you really got to make sure you stay on the left foot. Don't fall down the hill, right? So mainly on these ones, you're going to stay on your left side. And if you stay on your left side and work your balance up the hill, you'll be able to hit the ball solid that way also. Now, just to switch it 1 second here. So with the uphill lie, what are you doing? Staying to the left, but making sure the bottom point still happens where? Target side of the ball by doing that practice swing before you get in there. I use my practice swing to figure out where the bottom point of the swing will be so I know where to position my body. You understand? Okay, now, if I put the ball above my feet and below my feet, watch this. Like this. Okay. Now, when it's above your feet, you have to stand taller, and you have to choke down on the club, right? Because the ball is higher up, right? So I usually choke down about an inch, right? And then I'm also going to end up standing, there we go. I'm going to end up standing taller. I don't want to crouch low. I'm trying to stand taller because I'm trying to swing straight even though the ball is so high up. See, most people, when the ball's high up, they start swinging too much around. And by swinging around, they really pull it left. If you stand taller and closer to the ball and choke up and stand tall, you can swing and offset the hill and prevent the ball from going to the left. So basically, I'll choke down, stand taller, and then make my swing from there, right? How did I do that? Oh, you know what I did? Look at this. I took a screw out. It was sitting in a screw. That was wild. What happened there? That was crazy. That's cool. Anyway, so the last part of this, we'll deal with that later. The last part of this is when the ball is where? Below your feet, right? So when it's below my feet, what am I going to do? I have to squat more and crouch more, right? Because what's going to happen? With it below my feet, I can easily do what? Top it, right? Because it's too low. You understand what I mean? Okay? So basically, we have a ball below our feet, right? This over here slightly. There we go. I'm going to squat more, take a wider stance, and then try and stay lower, where I'm basically crouching and staying crouched while I swing to make sure I don't come up too early. Ball below your feet will tend to go to the right, so I also tend to shut the face a little bit to offset the ball leaking right on me. That's all I got for the live.